I was thinking about going to the library, and then I was like, it depends upon the time. So if they open up at like 8 or so, which is in about 30 minutes, I'm like, yeah, I can do that, because it'll take me about 15, 20, 25 minutes to get back to the house. So it's perfect timing. I'll just wait out in the car for like 5-10 minutes. And then I looked and I was like, wait a minute, they open up at 9. I want to sleep. So I'm going to go back to the house and basically eat. I wonder what there is. I mean, I have food, but I'm trying to decide what I want. There's like, I can do a shrimp wrap. It has like spinach and tomatoes and mushrooms, or like I can even cook some vegetables. I think I would rather cook vegetables. So I'll air fry some vegetables and then either eat it in the wrap or eat it by itself. So either way, I'm sure it'll be amazing. Or eat it with rice. Oh, yes. That sounds even better. Okay. So for whatever reason, whenever my oil is low, it does not work in terms of like turning on the car. But if it's full of oil, it'll turn on like that. So yeah. Anyways, so I'm going to go ahead and respond to the video thing, and then also I'm going to respond to some of the stuff that I saw yesterday in regards to your sibling, because what else am I going to do for 15 minutes and listen to music? I could do that. I don't want to do that right now. I mean, music's good. I've totally listened to music. I actually started listening to like Linkin Park and some of the other stuff on there on YouTube, and just clearing out my modular list. Right now I have 530 things to watch, so I think since I'll be working nights all night, it's like, what else am I going to do? Play this game all day? Eventually that gets old, and I found that there aren't very many people online like at the time that I get on, so I'm just like, so I play a little bit, and then I can go ahead and get onto YouTube and just listen to the different music and such, or like to watch and listen to various videos, so that way it gives me something to do. I could clean. There's only so much cleaning I can do. Oh boy, there's only so much cleaning I can get done, so yeah. Anyways, on to hitting rush hour traffic and making this video. So anyways, I'm trying to fix this. It sort of works. Okay, there we go. There we go. But yeah, so I also need to fix my back window, or the thing that's... There we go. So, anyways, there is the Public Library Commission, but I'm not sure. I'll have to check that out another time, another day. They actually opened up at like 7, it looked like. Maybe, I could be totally wrong. I need to check that out. Not right now. But anyways, so what was I thinking of? Oh, I have good news. So the federal government, I think like $90 million was given to the city back in 2020 in order to work on the pipes and everything, or like the water parts of the city. Well, 40 million of those dollars went to lawyers, and then they also paid they paid a company in order to work on the city's like water system, and it could be like the meters or anything else. Well, a lot of it just did not work correctly, basically, whenever they quote unquote fixed it. So a lot of it ended up being faulty. So they were like, it was no fault of ours, but we'll go ahead and pay for what happened. So they gave, I think this is what happened, I could be mixing up the details, but what they ended up doing was that they gave the city $90 million. With that $90 million, the city went ahead and took $50 million to pay for lawyers, and then they took $40 million to pay for lawyers, and then $52 million to pay for other stuff. It basically did not go to, so the federal government is like, okay, you were given all this money, what did you end up doing with it? And so now they're requesting an investigation, or requesting officially, I can't turn left. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do the long way. There's a lot of cars going left, and I can't go left. Maybe I can. Okay, maybe I can't. Never mind. Never mind. I'll have to turn back around. So, the federal government is basically requesting an investigation. So, I say major props from the federal government, because basically our city, it's like, yeah, we'll go ahead and, do X, Y, Z. They try and get away with stuff, and because there's hardly any accountability, people and things are not being fixed and not being repaired, and it's like, okay, we're gonna go ahead and have the place as is, it not being repaired, it not being good working order. And so with accountability, it's like, oh, and so now there's a trial for or against certain people who were involved with the faulty parts of the city. So I'm kind of excited. I mean, that sounds horrible, but I'm kind of excited because basically the city and the people in the city are being held accountable. And it's like, what happened to the missing money? It's supposed to go toward correcting the faulty water and such, and it was not corrected. So what happened, basically? So I'm excited because of that basically things, hopefully, fingers crossed, with the federal government being involved, that it's forcing the city to take action and be like, we are going to get this fixed. We don't have any more excuses. We have no choice. The federal government is getting involved, and if we don't fix it, guess what? People are going to go to jail or be indicted or have fines or anything like that. So yeah, in that regards, I'm excited. I know not everyone is, but I am, because it'll actually get things happening. I know how long it'll take because it is the government. I have no idea, but considering it was $90 million, hopefully something will happen, because that is, about $100 million. That's not two pennies. That's about $100 million. So, and with the current government, I'm kind of not. Some things I support, some things I don't, but in this case, considering that, it's getting things on the road in terms of, getting things fixed, I hope, this I support. If this is at least one good thing that comes out of it, I'm thankful for it, because honestly, our water should have been fixed, decades ago, because it's been giving us problems even while we were growing up. So, yeah. So that was, 20, 30 years, maybe even 40 years. So, yeah, I'm thankful for it. But, yeah, I just wanted to share with you some good news. So, yeah, it's just maybe it'll get fixed. So, yeah, that part I'm excited about. That part I do consider good news, is that basically the city is being held accountable for basically what's going on. So yeah, other than that, so I did see, of course, your siblings thing, and for me, because I love stories, I am very, very curious to know what happened, but only if your sibling feels comfortable telling it, because it sounds as though it's a lot. And I do remember some of the story where it's basically he was working, or the spouse was working, and then while the spouse was working, or not working, whenever the spouse came home, suddenly an accident happened, tried to do some tests, couldn't figure out what was wrong, and then they end up the spouse is driving one day, is in a car accident, can't figure out what's wrong, finally go to different doctors and discover that they have narcolepsy. And because of narcolepsy, the spouse is not able to work. And so basically some stuff happened, and I'm not quite sure what it was. The spouse was rushed off to a hospital, basically. That was about 2.5 hours away, and ended up spending a few days, or I don't know how long, it might have been a few days, few weeks in the hospital. But that was all the update that I remember. I wonder if it was also that they got out of the hospital, or that part I don't know. That part I don't know, if they got out of the hospital or if they had to stay in the hospital for an extra few weeks. I know about the flooding that happens. Also, I'm glad that it sucks for a lot of people. I know the flooding happened, and thankfully it just barely hit your sibling's house. So basically it hit where it flooded the basement. I remember that. And then, so it flooded the basement, and then it also flooded the businesses. And it ruined basically everything that had been collected. But other than that, I don't know. I haven't been updated since I don't know anything else that's been going on. But yeah, in terms of the spouse, I don't know if they were still in the hospital or what. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, I am very curious of the update of what's been going on, and what ended up happening that caused the spouse to basically not be able to spend time with, or be there, basically. I don't know. So yeah, I don't know if they were brought out of the hospital and then put back in the hospital, or what. So yeah. But yeah, also thanks for the ending message again. It's very sweet. I was Susie, as I kind of tear up. So yeah, thank you. Occasionally it's nice to hear. Or maybe all the time. Either one is fine. So yeah, it's definitely very nice to hear overall. So yeah, and needed. Whee! Okay, I had to change lanes. Yeah, okay, and then on to your sibling. What was it? I'm excited about the breads. The breads look amazing. Yeah, and then just a variety of breads. Sourdough is one that I want to try. I like to try sourdoughs and find out which one is the closest to what I remember. And what I think happened in my case is that some of the sourdough, it tastes how would I describe it? Some of the sourdough, it's either A, it doesn't have the same ingredients or the same amount of ingredients, or B, I've just become older and I'm in denial that my taste buds have changed. So those are the two options, because I'm I've heard about it And then I've also tasted some sourdough bread. I'm like, this does not taste the same. And I'm like, maybe I just have to accept the fact that I'm just old and things do not taste like they did when I was super young, when I was like 12 and 13 years old. So that could be one of two options, I think. So, yeah. I honestly don't know. But yeah, the different breads look amazing. I like the fact that your sibling has a wide variety of different kinds of drinks. So it could be like coffee drinks, or what's another thing? Or like even like breads again, or even cookies. And then also the refreshers, where they're basically the cold drinks. So I like the fact that your sibling has those also. And then, so it's the refreshers, the hot coffees, the iced coffees, and then also now like the large amounts, where it's like half-gallon amounts. So I think that's really an awesome option, especially if someone's like, as your sibling mentioned, well, this is great for those who are like, I want the drink, but I'm out like Saturday and Sunday. Or like in my case, what I like to do sometimes is do bulk load. So I'll go ahead and buy a large amount. And then after I purchase a large amount, I'll go ahead and use it throughout the week. So basically it's like a meal prep, but a drink prep in this case. So I'm basically drink prepping. So yeah, I think it's really cool, especially that a person is able to do that and kind of like drink prep. Drink prep for like a few days or for the week or something like that. So yeah, I think that's really neat. I do. So, and I like the fact that people can have options of like what they want or don't want. So yeah. What else? I think that's about it. And I like the different cookies. So yeah. And it's like, hey, here's this, and then receiving that. And then hopefully it'll be a good day. Just like a special incentive for people to go ahead and like buy stuff. And then also like a good day in terms of business. So yeah. And then, how is your sibling's job going so far? I hope it's okay. I do. I really, really do. Because from what I can tell, your sibling's heart is basically in this. Where it's like, hey, I hope things are going well and such. So, yeah. I think that's about it. I think there might have been another video or two that was on there, or not a video, but a picture or two that was on there that I haven't seen yet. So I will respond to those shortly. Yeah. Probably, so the video that I have uploaded, it's for 8, of course, from last night. And then this video you'll see at 9. And then the next video you'll see at like 10. Or so. Depends how long it takes this video to upload and the next video to upload. Hopefully the reception is somewhat good. I don't know. I hope it is. Fingers crossed. So, yeah. But anyways, I'll talk to you later. I'm almost at the house. What I'll do is that I'll park somewhere nearby. There's a church that's actually nearby. I'll park nearby and I'll go ahead and yeah, I'll make a video out there while this one is uploading. So yeah, I'll talk to you later. I hope they have a wonderful day. Happy birthday to your sibling. Yeah, I hope your sibling is able to find some kind of joy out of it, I guess, and some enjoyment in it and through it. So yeah, and I 100% understand the need for like just I want to be by myself basically and like just chill and need a few minutes. So I can 100% relate to that. Yeah, I still remember years ago, this was when I was in the horrible state, and what happened was that I overheard the daughter asking the mom, why am I always in my room, like not coming out or interacting? And then the mom responded, it's because she's depressed. In my case, I think it was like maybe slightly that, but I was more so like mentally just drained. And I was like, I just can't and don't want to be around a lot of people right now. So yeah. Anyways, I will, yeah, so I 100% understand that. But I'll talk to you later. I hope that you have a great day. And yeah, let me know if there's anything else you want to talk about. And I'll talk to you later.